Please do share this with your friends who are preparing for CAT and other MBA entrance examinations. You can like and follow us on Facebook as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel to get live event and notifications for all the updates regarding CAT and other MBA entrance examination. You can also look at our WhatsApp as well as Telegram lists. You can join over there and we will update you. We don't spam over there. If you want, you can enroll for our Quant and LRDI courses. These are the best and the most comprehensive courses available in the market. In this session, we'll be looking at second part of quadrilaterals. We'll be dealing with squares, rectangles, rhombuses, etc. I would suggest pause this video, have a look at the questions. These are from past CAT and XAT papers. Have a look at them, try to solve them on their own. The PDF link is available in the description of this video. Once you have tried these on your own, then proceed with the rest of this session. Please do share this with your friends who are preparing for CAT and other MBA entrance examinations. You can like and follow us on Facebook as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel to get live event and notifications for all the updates regarding CAT and other MBA entrance examination. You can also look at our WhatsApp as well as Telegram lists. You can join over there and we will update you. We don't spam over there. If you want, you can enroll for our Quant and LRDI courses. These are the best and the most comprehensive courses available in the market. In the previous session, we had looked at the basics of quadrilaterals and we had reached parallelograms by putting restrictions on the quadrilateral. Now we'll proceed further from a parallelogram. Now in a parallelogram, we know that the opposing set of sides are parallel and equal in length. We cannot do much with the sides anymore, right? We cannot make a third set of sides parallel. So there are two ways to proceed from a parallelogram. The first way is basically to make all the sides equal. So in a parallelogram, if you make all the sides equal, you get what is called a rhombus. So if you were to look at it in your day-to-day life, if you enjoy Kaju Katli, so Kaju Katli is in the shape of a rhombus. Key points of a rhombus, all sides are equal, right? So suppose the length of the side is A, perimeter becomes 4 times A. Area will become half D1 into D2, where D1 and D2 are the two diagonals. The diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Besides bisecting each other, they are also perpendicular to each other. So what happens is that they will divide this rhombus into 4 congruent triangles. So POS is congruent to POQ, which is same as QOR, which is congruent to ROS. Right? So every property for a parallelogram is also applicable to a rhombus besides these two properties as well. The second way to proceed from a parallelogram is basically to make all angles equal, right? So sum of all internal angles of any quadrilateral is 360. So if you make all the angles equal, each internal angle will become 90 degrees, right? So you get a rectangle, a pretty straightforward figure. The longer side is called conventionally the length. The shorter side is the breadth or the width, right? You have right angle triangles throughout, right? So you will have the length of the diagonals now become equal, but they don't bisect each other at a right angle, right? A rhombus, diagonals are not equal in length, but they bisect each other at right angles. In a rectangle, the diagonals are equal in length, but they don't bisect at right angles, right? They bisect, but not at right angles, right? So the length of the diagonal can be found using Pythagoras theorem, right? And then the perimeter and the area as well can be found out. Pretty common knowledge when it comes to rectangles. Now, the simplest of all quadrilaterals is when you combine a rhombus and a rectangle, which is basically square. If you get a square, basically your difficulty level of a question drops by 80 to 90%, right? All sides are equal, all angles are equal, right? So the diagonals are also equal. The diagonals bisect each other at right angles. All properties for rhombus, parallelogram, rectangles, everything can be applicable, can be applied to a square as well, right? So area is A square if A is the side, right? Or D square by 2, where D is the length of the diagonal, and diagonal will be square root 2 times A, right? So let's use these properties and try to solve a few questions which came up in the past CAT, XAT and IFT papers. The first one is from ZAT 2018. It says if the diagonals of a rhombus of a side 15 units are in the ratio 3:4, find the area of the rhombus. So the side is 15 units. Now, if we draw the two diagonals, right, we know they are perpendicular to each other and the ratio is 3:4, right? Since they are four congruent triangle, this will also be in the ratio 3:4. 3, 4, 5 is a right angle triangle, right? So 5 projects to 15, so this should be 12, this should be 9. So area of one such triangle will be half of 12 into 9. There are 4 such triangles, so the full area of rhombus will be this into 4. So 12 into 9 is 108, 108 into 2 is 216. None of these. ZAT option, which is very, very prevalent. Job done. The second question is from CAT 2018 slot 2. It says the area of rectangle and the square of its perimeter are in the ratio 1:25. Area of a rectangle is L into B. Square of its perimeter is 2L plus B whole square. This ratio is 1:25. You need to find then the length of the shorter and the longer side are in which ratio. Okay, so let's rewrite this. This will go here and become 4. If you rewrite this, you'll get L square plus B square plus 2LB divided by LB equals 25 by 4. If you rewrite this, this will be L square divided by LB will be L by B. B square by LB will be B by L plus 2 equals 25 by 4. So if you take out this 2, this will become 17 by 4. Now you can use any of the options, right? These will be the value of B by L, shorter to the longer side. So the first way to check should be 1 by 4. If you put 1 by 4 here, you'll get 4 by 1 plus 1 by 4. That will become 17 by 4, matches with your right hand side. Option 1 is your correct choice. Under 2 minutes to solve this in an exam situation. Job done. Third question is from CAT 2002. Again, you can use either rectangles, triangles, multiple ways to solve this. Let's try to do it in a pretty straightforward manner. In the figure given below, ABCD is a rectangle. The area of the isosceles right angle triangle ABE. So this is a isosceles right angle triangle. So which means BE should be equal to AB. Right? This area is 7. So we can find the side as such and we know the length AB as well. EC equals 3 times BE. So if this value is X, this value will be 3X. Find the area of ABCD in square centimeter. So one way to do it is, this is X, half X square should be equal to 7. Right, we need to find the area of the full triangle. Area of the full triangle will be length into breadth. Length is 4x, 3x plus x. Height is, or width is x, so it will be 4x square. Half x square is 7, so 4x square will be 8 times half x square, which is 8 into 7 or 56. Job done. Right, an alternate way to do this is, again, you can extend it as a triangle. Right. So if you take this triangle AB as the base, right, for ABE, height is x, whereas if you draw another triangle, if you draw the diagonal here, ACB, base is the same x, height is now 4x. For x height and the same base, area is 7. So for a base of x and height of 4x, right, area will be 7 into 4, which is 28. Right. What is ACB? That's half the area of a rectangle. Half the area of a rectangle will be 28. Full area will be 56. Either which ways, under 2 minutes to solve this question. Question number 4 is from ZAT 2016. This is more of a visualization question than actually a solving question. Okay, it says a square piece is folded 3 times along its diagonal to get an isosceles triangle whose equal sides are 10 centimeters. Right? What is the area of the unfolded original piece of paper? So if I take this original piece of paper, I fold it once like this, so you'll get a triangle. Right? Then you fold it again like this. You'll get a smaller triangle. Now to get another isosceles triangle, you'll have to fold it like this. So this will be the final triangle which is formed. Right, this will be the final triangle which is formed. Right, side is equal to 10. Right, so area will be half of 10 into 10. Now how many such triangles are there? If you extend the symmetry, right, there will be 8 such triangles. So the full area of the square will be 8 times this area. Area of one such piece is 10 into 10 divided by 2. That's 50. 50 into 8 is 400. Option A. Again, under 2 minutes, if you know how to visualize it properly, use the symmetry, job done. And the last one is from IFT 2017. Again, you need to identify the square and parts of a square in this. Once you do that, question is pretty straightforward to solve. Let's see. A rectangular plank, root 10 meters wide. Okay, so this is root 10 meters wide. Right, is placed symmetry along the diagonal of the square of side 10 meters. Right, this is 10. Find the area of the blank. You need to find the area of this blank. Now what I can do is, I know the area of the full square. Area of the full square is 10 square, which is 100. From this, I can take out the cutout part, whatever is taken out, this part, this part, this part, and this part. Now if you observe, because of the symmetry, if you combine this portion and this smaller portion, they will make a square of side x. So if this is x, they will be square of side x. The balance portion is 10 minus x. If you combine this portion and this portion, the larger two parts, they will make a larger square of side 10 minus x. If you take out these two areas from 100, that will be the leftover portion. So let's calculate this. Now, how do you calculate x? This is an isosceles right angle triangle. So x root 2 will be equal to root 10, which means x should be equal to root 5. So area of this square will be x square, which is 5. Area of this square will be 10 minus x whole square. So 10 minus root 5 whole square. That will be 100 plus 5 minus 20 root 5. Right. So if you combine these two, this will be 110 minus 20 root 5. You need to subtract this from 100. Right. So if you subtract this from 100, you will get 20 root 5 minus 10. Right. So if we take 10 common, that will be 10 into 2 root 5 minus 1. If you adjust this, bring this 2 inside, that will be 10 into root 20 minus 1. Option A is your correct choice. Again, algebraic manipulation, understand how the squares are, fix it, job done. Again, 2 minutes in an exam situation, takes more time to explain than to actually solve. Questions on rhombus, rectangles and squares are best solved using symmetry rather than trying to use some arcane formulas. Best part is, because the diagonals divide them into equal portions, use that symmetry which is automatically generated and solve them. That completes this particular session. If you liked it, please do share it with your friends who are preparing for CAT and other MBA entrance examination. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as follow our Facebook page. The links for our course are available on the description to this video. Till we meet again the next time, goodbye and all the best.